All right, I think with that, our music is fading out, so we can switch off to the next stream, and that is going to be Luffy TV over here with Slay the Spire. Now, Luffy, you've got some things you're going to be letting people like donate and quote unquote bid on and so forth. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the marathon. This is going to be fun. So, we're going to do like a little bit of a version of what's called like Slay the Streamer. So, chat out there is going to be able to kind of donate if they want to either choose some card rewards or boss rewards or whatnot. So, you guys, the idea is to kill me, but you don't want to kill me too fast because we want to have some content for the marathon. So, we're going to have some fun. What's up, Raptor? Thanks, buddy.
Well, whenever you're ready, let us know. We'll get the timer going, and then you'll be good to go, sir.
All right, so right now I'm looking. I think we're gonna play some Silence. Silence, my favorite character here, and we're gonna play this on Ascension 10 because that's where we get our first curse in the deck. So it makes it a little bit harder, but not too hard. So it's just like I'd say like 25-30% of like the most difficult it could possibly be, maybe a little bit more. So
sounds like we have a little bit of robot going on, but let's get that to clear up before we start it on the stream.
My internet tends to do funny things. Darkman's internet is a potato. My internet has a hamster. So I try.
Every once in a while, mine goes a little robotic, and I think it's just my connection with Discord and what Comcast is doing. But yours will just spontaneously like die for like 15 seconds. Yeah.
It just tends to drop every now and again. So right here is the first floor. For those who don't know, Slay the Spire is a roguelike deck building game. So we start out with a deck of, in this case, 12 cards, 5 strikes, 5 defends, a survivor block, and a neutralize to apply weaken and do a little bit of damage. And that's the curse that we start with right there. Silent is one of the more difficult characters in this game because she has 2 extra cards compared to a lot of other starting characters with an extra strike and an extra defend. So removals are really a priority for her to get rid of some of these crap cards that we're going to have in the beginning. Floor 1 right here, or floor 0, I guess you'd say, this is Niao. She is the whale who used to be at the top of the spire, who has fallen to the bottom of the spire from grace because of the corrupt heart, who we're going to try to go and kill. We get a selection here of 4 bonuses to start with. So we could talk about these a little bit and see if we have anybody that wants to donate to pick a bonus here that I would start with. So we have transform a card. What that means is we take one of these starting cards and transform it into something different. Pretty simple. At the expense of no bad. We have obtain a random common relic. Can be quite strong. Common relics sometimes do quite a bit of damage, and they're pretty good in the early game, especially for a character like Silent here, because of her ability to lack in some damage early on. Obtain a curse for a random rare relic. Curses are not the best thing in the world to get. We can remove them at shops, so we can have events that remove them. Interesting actually out here with the shops being super late. Kind of makes me not want to take the curse to start for a rare relic. Rare relic's quite powerful. But it doesn't look like it's the greatest thing in the world. Starting with an Ascender's Bane and having another curse automatically put back into the deck, like it sounds like a recipe for disaster. You also want to look to take some elites if you possibly can in Act 1. I'm looking at the padding here.
Just doing a little more robotics right now while we wait and see if anyone...
At the padding here.
Just doing a little more robotics right now while we wait.
I can hear myself a little bit on some feedback too, so I think hopefully it started to feed and clear out now. Interesting. I have the stream on mute, so I was hoping to avoid that. Okay. Alright. Awesome. Okay,
so I can unmute myself right now for a second. You guys are, I think, set to roll. So if you want to go, we can start in, and I'll let you know. I don't know if anyone has donated yet to screw you over, but as soon as someone does, I will let you know.
Not quite yet, I think. I still got a second here while I'm looking at pathing. Ideally, I'd like rest sites. There's 4 of them here up the left. I'd have to take the Burning Elite, which is not ideal. So something like this seems much more reasonable. Come up. You want to kind of try to get as many combats as you can before your first fire in this area, because you want to get an upgrade. Here. And then we can decide if we want to go shop if we have, a good amount of money, take some more combats or a couple combats in advance. That seems like the best idea. Lastly, the possible starting bonus is use the starting relic, which is this Ring of the Snake. She gets 2 starting cards to draw on turn 1, so she draws 7 instead of normal 5. Probably the strongest starting relic in the game, in my opinion. That extra draw is quite nice. Silent can do a lot of silly nonsense with discard and draw and block and all kinds of fun stuff. So never really like doing boss swaps on her too much, but maybe that you guys will do. But right now I'm leaning towards Kane and Common Relic seems like the one that makes the most sense here.
Well, it seems like choice is yours, sir.
Alright, so we're going to pick this Common Relic and we're going to see what we get from Niao.
Is timer ready to roll?
Yep, timer's ready to go. So oddly smooth stone, pretty good. We start with a extra dexterity, so now our block cards block for 6 instead of 5. That's pretty good. I'll take it. And we're gonna start on our path.
And timer is going.
All right, Jawworm here, floor 1. Thank you. Jawworm here, floor 1. Pretty standard enemy. With the oddly smooth stone, we can block with Survivor for 9 and not even take 1 damage and do the maximum amount that we can do here. Jawworm's a fight that can get out of control pretty quickly, so you want to do damage to it as quick as possible. So I'm going to take 2 strikes and a defend and take 1 here just to make sure that I'm getting as much damage in as I can, because you see Jawworm is just relentless sometimes with their attacking. There we go, and we get the kill. 1 damage taken. That's a pretty successful Jawworm. And our first card reward. Okay, interesting. So Guardian at the end of Act 1 here is our boss. Guardian definitely incentivized taking some additional block cards. We have pretty good coverage with that with the Smooth Stone to start. Personally, I'm liking Noxious Fumes right away. Poison's a really good way to get through some fights with Silence. She does a lot of really fun things with poison, so it can be quite helpful to remove some artifact as well later on in the game. Yeah, Dark Moon's ready to kill me whenever. Choke is fine, but I don't really like it as a card, and Sucker Punch also fine, but I'm going to take this Noxious Fumes. This could be bad, but we'll see what happens. And we get a chest right away. Interesting. Pen Nib. Okay. So Pen Nib we're going to take. Every 10th attack we play deals double damage. That can be really quite strong over the Sapphire Key. So that's one relic I will definitely pick up and move with. All right, so 2 slimes. This is another one of those easy pool fights, so no really danger here. The way the Spire starts, you start with a 3 easy pool fights on a floor 1, and then you have I'm just gonna play 2 strikes and not worry about this Noxious Fumes right now. 3 easy pool fights, and then the hard pool fights start after that, after your 3 beginning fights, which can be difficult fights, but I think we have a pretty good start here to get going. If we want more poison, we have a deadly poison here. Dagger Throw is pretty good damage. Draw and discard is always appreciated. Dodge and roll is fine. With the Noxious Fumes that needs an upgrade, I'm leaning toward the Dagger Throw instead, because this poison card is nice, but this will need an upgrade as well. And I want some more damage straight up going into these elites that are going to come in. So we're going to take that Dagger Throw. Here's a fight for the Noxious Fumes. Okay, you see purple here? I'm using a modifier that does some animations here. The Pen Nib, this shows that this purple card will do double damage now in the next attack I play. So this will do 12 damage instead of your typical 6 with a strike because of Pen Nib. So let's just kill this one. And moving on. Easy fight. Poison potion's nice. Some good choices here. Backflip's good for card draw. Acrobatics is really good for card draw and discard. With Guardian here, I really want to take this Acrobatics, but I'm thinking that we want some extra block with the Smooth Stone especially. So this Backflip is going to be pretty good. Block 6, draw 2. We'll take the next Acrobatics we see for sure, but I want just a little extra block going into Guardian, I think. All right. Red Slaver can be a little annoying, but we'll get down our poison and we'll just kind of hope here. Red Slaver on turn 2, 3, or 4 can do something called Entangle, which will keep us from being able to do attacks on the next turn. So this poison should hopefully stack up a little bit to save us. Looks like they're not even in the mood to attack, which is interesting. There's the Entangle right there. And we are not going to be able to attack next turn, so I want to try to get a few more blocks in the draw pile. Yep, that's cool. We win anyway, so no big deal. It's going to block. Gambler's Brew is a really good potion. We get to add another card. Accuracy, Infinite Blades, Deflect. This is probably maybe going to be a no across the board for me. We're lacking in damage right here going into these elites, so we're going to skip this one for sure. Take the fire, upgrade our Noxious Fumes, and then go for another card reward. So this is a skip for me. I don't want any of these. And we will upgrade the Noxious Fumes. Alright, so Cultist and Spike Slime fight can be a little nasty, but not too bad. We want to kill the Cultist as fast as possible, because they will scale their damage quite rapidly. Might have to use a Poison Potion here. We get a bye. They do not attack this turn. That's pretty good. And again, Smooth Stone putting in work, blocking for 6 there instead of 5, so taking no damage. Here come the attacks. Okay, so we will strike to kill the Cultist, and we'll defend. Take 6 here. I don't love it, but it's okay. Oops, I miscounted. Took an unnecessary 10 there. That's fine, though. Oof. Dagger Spray is an underwhelming card, in my opinion. Another Infinite Blades, thanks, game. Slice is fine. 0 cost 6 damage. It's better than a Strike, but not by much. I think we're going to have to take this Dagger Spray. We're not going to really be able to give it an upgrade, though. This might be another skip. I'm going to take this Slice. Again, I don't love that. All right, so pretty good here with Lagavulin. Be able to get our Noxious Fumes down is going to be quite helpful. Of course, we bottom draw it, because why wouldn't we? I'm going to spend this to get this Noxious Fumes in play. So Lagavulin gives us 3 turns at the start of battle, and then they will wake up and start doing damage. So let's start doing some damage back. I was really hoping to draw back into that neutralize, but it's fine. Yeah, RNG not doing RNG things. Who ever heard of such a thing? So we are going to full block here. This poison is stacking up pretty well. We should always kill this turn. I want to take no more damage in this fight than we have to. Horncleat's good. So 14 block at the start of turn 2 is always appreciated. Ooh, some good choices here. Malaise, very powerful card. Again, backflip overall really good. Another deadly poison unupgraded. Nah, this is Malaise all day for me. Malaise is going to be really helpful in Guardian as well. Bronze Scale is also going to be good, quite good. 3 thorns to start battle, so every time we get attacked, we get 3 damage dealt back to the enemy. So that's really good. And let's see what this elite has. If we have a Gremlin Knob, it might be a problem. If we have Sentries, we should be able to get through it okay. It's Sentries. Okay, this is not so bad. So we will... Yeah. We'll do that. And you already see the value being put in by Horncleat with 17 damage coming our way. That 14 block to start's really very strong. And we're able to get down the poison, which is really good. Should help in this fight quite a bit. So pretty solid Sentries fight, all things considered so far. Only took 5 damage. Looking like that is pretty close to being all we're going to take. Another 1 right here because this one's weakened. We should always kill next turn. So not bad. I'll take it. Strawberry gives us some max health. Pretty good. Another energy potion. And some okay cards here. Blur is a nice card to stack defense from turn to turn with the ability to not discard your block. Setup really needs an upgrade. We can do some real nonsense with this if we get the right combination of cards, but that's nah. Backstab's really good though. Just innate means we draw it in our opening hand. 11 damage, no nonsense, 0 cost. We need the damage. We'll take that. And the value already, being able to kill a lice turn 1 here is always very strong. All right. Pretty good lice fight right there. Okay. Blade Dance. Sneaky Strike, Flying Knee. Blade Dance is good. Really could use an upgrade. It's 12 damage with the 4 shivs you draw from playing it. It's pretty good. Flying Knee's fine, 8 damage, 1 energy the next turn. Sneaky Strike needs some cards to help set it up. We don't have those right now. We have really only 1 discard with the dagger throw. The only draw is the backflip. It would have been nice with a couple acrobatics in deck, but nah, we don't have that right now. So let's take a Blade Dance, one of my favorite common cards on the silent. Pretty underwhelming set of relics there. This looks like it's going to be... Actually, Sadistic nature is very interesting. I'm staring at this with the with the noxious fumes. Every time we apply poison with noxious fumes, we do an additional 5 area damage. It could be quite. There could be some fun nonsense right there. It's a lot to pay though for a single card. 197. The power card that's here in a shop is always very expensive. I think this is more likely just well laid plans, strike remove. This could be fun though. It could be, but that's just the right way to go. Do we want a potion for Guardian? We have another 2 combats here. I think we got a pretty good chance to get a potion. I think we will. Power potion, though, is pretty good. Nah, we'll move on. That's fine. All right, spike slime. Spooky. So these medium-sized slimes here will split when you deal half their damage to them. So once he hits 35 damage done to him, he will split. So if we hit him at 36 and stop right here, we should be in good shape to split next turn with... we'll see. We get a free turn too. Okay, so let's just Noxious Fumes and Malaise. Just get ourselves another free turn here. Fumes are quite good with slimes because they can definitely help to continue to keep the damage rolling when they split. All right. Clean fight.
Would now be a good time for a donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. Not for crowd control, but we do have a $160 donation from Heavy Metal Image. Thank you very much for that. Putting $80 towards the FFR Make Party Forced, as well as $80 for Turn on Entrance and Floor Shuffle. So that's two incentives right off the bat right there. Thank you very much, Heavy Metal Image.
Thank you. Buying a well-laid plans and finding one at the next card reward is quite hilarious and unfortunate. So I've been dunking on Deadly Poison this entire run, but I think we have to take one here. I think we're going to need just a little bit more against Guardian. Oof. Yeah, all the FFR chaos is fun. All right, Power Potion. I'm glad we didn't buy one in the shop. All right, Crippling Cloud is good. That'll help. Looks like we're going the poison route here. And we're going to upgrade the well-laid plans. All right, Guardian, what do you got? Malaise turn 1 is pretty fantastic. Let's see. How do we want to do this? So we got to do 35 damage to Guardian to be able to advance the phase to the curl up phase. So Guardian will hit us next turn for quite a bit of damage. So I'm thinking we want to just stack up as much as we can, as fast as we can. right, so we always transform next turn, which is beautiful. We can get these powers in play, which are going to be very helpful. And because they have 8 poison to needing only 3 damage done to them, we do not take this hit, so we can just end turn and keep these 2 cards. The Noxious Fume should really help to put in work this fight, to be able to continue doing damage back. Okay, pretty clean Guardian fight, all things considered right now. I think we're going to get out of this with really nothing to worry about. Okay, we'd like to draw that next turn. All right. GG's Guardian. All right, pretty good Act 1. We get some more gold, another potion, and the first major card reward of the game. At the end of each act with the bosses, you get a selection of 3 rare cards guaranteed. So when I click on this, if chat wants to maybe throw a donation or if they want to be involved and vocal to help kind of decide my pick reward here, that could be kind of fun. And then we get our boss reward next, which could also be quite interesting. Okay, so a selection of choices here. 3 pretty high cost cards. There is some cost reduction with Nightmare and Envenom when you upgrade them. Nightmare to 2, Envenom to 1. 1,000 Cuts gets an extra damage. Nightmare seems like it could be pretty fun. Choose a card and add 3 copies of that to your card, of your hand. 3 copies of that card into your hand next turn. Very powerful. You can do some real shenanigans with that. You have no idea what any of these are, so your vote is for 1,000 Cuts. It looks the least useful. It can be. It can be. Some area damage is nice. 1,000 Cuts really needs an upgrade to be useful. Envenom is... yeah, Dumb Raptors on it. Envenom's probably the worst card here. Gonna give it a minute and see if chat wants to pick something here before we move forward with the safe pick of Nightmare. Yeah, and Venom does help us with our poison. We got some good poison stuff going on with the fumes, the deadly poison, the crippling cloud. That's true. And Venom's biggest problem is it needs that upgrade for cost reduction, and it only unblocked damage applies to poison. Dark Moon, you're donating. Oh god, what did I get myself into? Full send on Envenom. Nice. My pick is for Nightmare, but that's just me not wanting to die. Where's the fun in that?
Wanting to win.
Yeah.
Coward move.
Is it the coward's move or is it the big brain play?
Depends which side you're on.
That's fair. You can look at it both ways. Losing is a Galaxy Mirror. Yeah, the only winning move is not to play.
Well, while we wait for DM to kill you, basically,
Yeah, right.
we do have a $14 donation from Maddie. He says $1 for every hour to be calming, hosting, or running, with a catch if I go over time, then I'll donate again with the correct amount. Easiest done with putting me through a boss rush, so I'll give y'all a head start and put this towards that incentive, LADXR, Link's Awakening, DX Randomizer, boss rush. And hey, just now, Dark Moon, $5 towards Nightmare card.
Oh wow,
Wow.
Dark Moon,
Wow.
you're my hero. All right, Nightmare it is. All right, and our choice of
And our choice of
blade, neutralize, backstab, and the blade dances will now do extra damage, which is really quite useful. Slaver's Collar gives us an extra energy during boss and elite combats. Very broadly useful. Again, quite good. And the Velvet Choker. Gain energy at the start of your turn, but you can play no more than 6 cards. Probably one of my least favorite boss relics, just because I like the card spam, especially with this character. So if y'all want to kill me, that's the right one to pick, probably. So please don't. Wristblade and Slaver's Collar are just very, very useful. The Slaver's Collar is probably the way to go. We got some decently cost cards here with the Nightmare, the Crippling Cloud. Wanting to play this Malaise for extra energy would be quite nice. So something to be said for extra energy for sure. Wristblade also just overall quite useful. Extra damage is never frowned upon. Give anybody in chat a minute before we probably take the Slaver's Collar, because maybe it's the Wristblade. I don't know. Maybe it is Wristblade with the Blade Dance. Blade Dance Wristblade is absolutely a thing. Really like some more removes, get rid of some of these strikes. Yeah, I do appreciate you being nice donating for Nightmare there, Darkmoon. Nightmare is quite a strong card. If we can come across a Wraith form, and maybe even a setup, you can see some true hot nonsense going on. If you guys want, but that's up to you guys. If you decide you want to kill me, then we're not going to see any nonsense. But you never know.
I'm not seeing anything, unless someone in chat wants to hop in real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe so, 10 seconds to type that.
Yeah, then we'll go with the Wristblade, I think. This extra damage is going to be very appreciated to continue to do damage with the poison stacking we have going on already. We can find energy in other ways.
Yeah, looks like you're good to actually go the Brig Brain strat.
All right. Wristblade it is. All right, so let's see. So really, we would like some upgrades and some shops. So we have one shop early and then both shops on the other side. Wow, we can hit 2 shops in there. Okay. And then we can do it's either shops really or elites here, huh? Can't do a lot of both. Although Interesting. How are we in hallway fights? Fair at best. A little bit better with that wrist blade now. So we can do something like this. Then make a choice here if we want to go with this elite or get an upgrade before the elite to hit a shot. I was thinking about going this way. We could do 2 elites if we're feeling quite saucy, which I don't think we will be. Couple events maybe, though. Maybe this is better. 4 combats can be a little spooky. Birds are always scary in Act 2, but with bronze scales, that should be really not that big of a deal. Let's take some combats. And there are the birds. Ask and you shall receive. So this fight should go pretty swimmingly for us right here. Let's just knock you out of the air. Yeah, we'll just kill you. So 0 of 6 coming in, so they're going to do 6 attacks back, but the thorns, they'll do 18 damage back to make this bird much less scary. Again, this bird, 0 of 6, we don't even got to worry about them doing anything. We're just going to do this here. Nightmare, not very useful here. It would have been nice to have Slice in my hand here, which we do not have, so let's just do some extra damage here. Okay. Deflect with a plus. That's a little bit better. 0 cost, block 8 with the smooth stone. This can be very helpful. Collector fight at the end of the act. Okay. Backflip also very good. Some more draw. This is a backflip. Deflect's not a bad nightmare target too. We can always nightmare the deflect. Obscure, we don't really have the energy to make that work. I feel like this deck would very much appreciate some more card draw. But the deflect says plus. Okay, and do we take... Did we take this shop or did we take all these combats? I'm not sure. You know what? I'm changing my mind. We're going to go this way. Interesting. Okay. So... Okay, I like this. So Calculated Gamble is my eyes drawn to that right away. I love this card. Discard and shuffle through your hand is very powerful. I'm staring Ori down here too. 5 card rewards that we can look at can be very strong. This could be like Ori and remove. Ori could have a Calculated Gamble in it. The rest here, again, Dagger Spray, underwhelming. Blade Dance is fine. Another Well-Laid Plants is the 3rd one I think we've seen. Hilarious. These 2 cards are fine as well. I think this. We're going to look at this Ori. Let's see what we have here. So 5 card rewards. Another Crippling Cloud. Bouncing Flask. Tactician. There's some energy for us. Blade Dance. Masterful Stab, Backstab, Corpse Explosion. Fun times here, guys. Does this deck want a Tactician? Maybe. This Blade Dance is coming along. Another Backstab? Or what about this Corpse Explosion? Really could use an upgrade, but this could help us deal with some multi-enemy fights. We got some decent poison going on. We really need a catalyst if we take this to keep stacking it, but Nightmare can help with that. It's like we're doing poison things. Backstab now 0 cost, deal 19 to start. Yep. Do we want this Tactician? Maybe. If we buy the Gamba, Tactician becomes a lot better. So really, we're hoping to see a acrobatics in there that we did not see. I'm gonna pick up this Tactician. We needs to make and manufacture our own energy at some point, and we're gonna pick up this Gamba. Potions, it's fine. All right, really good shop, I think. Very strong. Okay, turn 1, Sphere fight is pretty strong. I like that. Reflex plus. God, why couldn't... I really wish we had some acrobatics. This is a fun card. Reflex. So discard this card, draw 3. Lake Sweep very broadly useful. We're starting to get some real high-cost cards in this deck, though, with not a lot of energy going on without this Tactician. I don't know. Riddle with holes is fine, but we don't need that. Reflex is a good way to draw. That's for sure. It does say plus. I'm gonna take it. Regen potion. Probably better than colorless pop. Find some potions. Okay, sure. Show me Ghost in a Jar. No. Dupe Pot, though. We'll take that over the poison. Liquid Bronze. We don't need Speed Pot. I like these other 2 potions compared to that. That's fine. Shell Parasite and Fungi Beast. This is one of the nastier fights you can come across here in Act 2. Definitely going to probably take some damage here. But that's nice, though. 55 damage there at 0 cost to start. Pretty good. So we got Fumes, Defend Malaise. Okay, not bad. A bit of a spooky turn 1 there, but it's fine. Liquid Memories. Quite good. Let's upgrade this Gamba to make it reusable. Remove a card to upgrade all strikes and defends. Defends now blocked for 9? That's like an automatic footwork. This is really usually a remove angle, but this might be an upgrade. This could be quite good. That's a lot of block. With the Smooth Stone, that's a lot of block. All right. All right, how do we feel about this elite? A little bit better now with all that block. Let's try it. The Book of Stabbing, honestly, probably the one of the best ones we could find. Let's see. Really like to draw down to Malaise. Who knows where that is, though? Bronze scales are really going to help in this fight as well. Okay, there's Malaise. So we're just going to pop Malaise right away here. Just dunk on this Book of Stabbing right away. This deck really needs some draw now. Very, very much so. That's unfortunate. Ow, my face. So that was a really good fight until that turn happened. Second Tactician. Flying knee. This is probably a skip here. That Sneaky Strike is moderately better now, but no thanks. Molten Egg, you say? So Molten Egg, all of our attacks now will be upgraded. I'm not sure how much value I put into that, though, honestly. With the strikes already being upgraded, the poison being kind of what we're doing here, this might be a rare blue key angle for me. Yeah. How very interesting. All right, and what are we doing here? We have another elite coming up. Do we need to rest here? I think we can get by without resting. Upgrade the Nightmare. How do we feel about Slaves? Slavers, I feel like, are bad news. Although we can do quite a lot of damage turn 1 to the Red Slaver. So we should be able to kill Red Slaver fairly quickly. Potion Belt's great, too, with extra potion slots. Let's upgrade this Malaise. All right. Yeah, we need that upgraded. Turn 1s are pretty strong, which is, you know, sometimes Silent's biggest problem is her turn 1s. We got turn 2 covered with the Horncleave, so we're getting there. This is gonna be a no from me. All right. More Carter boards, please. Turn 1s are not our problem. Again, some very, very underwhelming selection of cards here. It's like the 5th Dagger Spray, 2nd Riddle with Holes. We don't have the energy to make Riddle with Holes work. And this Deflect, it's another no for me. All right, so 2 good fights there in a row. How do we feel about another Elite? feel like we might die. Maybe. Our turn ones are quite powerful, though. Do it, Darkmoon says. For the content. All right, Gremlin Leader is arguably better than better seeing Gremlin Leader than seeing not Gremlin Leader. Slavers. Slavers can be very spooky. Okay, so Gremlin Leader will either attack or buff every turn, depending. She is attacking now. That's a pretty okay next turn. We gotta start doing some damage to her. Okay. That's an unfortunate outcome of events. It's fine, though. Alright, I think we're good here. Yeah, not bad. Alright, so we gain health off that fight thanks to the regen potion, so that went pretty well. We get a bottled lightning, bottled calculated gamble. Anyone sounds really good. Riddle with holds, please. What is this? Again, a set of non-upgraded cards. No, thank you. We are gonna absolutely. Do we bottle this gamble? No. No, with all the zero cost attacks in our hand turn one, we're gonna bottle this malaise. Yeah, and see, there we go. We draw them both anyway. Hilarious. Just shut down that shell parasite. Yeah, beautiful. Block to save 6 here. No. 1 damage off lethal. You love to see it. You'll love to see it. Second gamble is very welcome. Let's go. Okay. So, well, if we had a Ting show, we could start doing some real nonsense with some nightmare gamble reflex tactician things. Is this a sleep or is this an upgrade? This might be a upgrade on the bouncing flask or the nightmare. Let's be able to play this. Ooh, okay. So shivs do more damage. Sounds good. Okay. Let's do a thing. Mega debuff turn from Collector. They can choose to either buff or resummon. They're choosing to buff. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's a lot of damage incoming. But it's not going to matter. So Nightmaring the Wraith, Nightmaring the Blade Dance right there really helped get us that extra damage that we needed to kind of make that work. Okay, so again, back to it. Act 2 completed. We now have another major cardboard screen if we got anybody that wants to do any donations to pick what card we're going to play with here. Let's see what we got. 1,000 Cuts is back. A little more broadly useful now with the extra Blade Dance, believe it or not. And with the gambles we have going on. Malaise, of course, is very nice as always. Unload is fine. Rax, thank you. Thank you. That Nightmare was pretty clutch. Yeah, I'm glad I upgraded it to be able to play it a little more comfortably. Otherwise, that could have got a little spooky. So give you guys a minute here to see if you want to do any donations. For me, the pick is going to be another Malaise. We don't really need the area damage that 1,000 Cut provides. Unload is, again, it's fine. A one cost Deal 14, discard. It's fine. It doesn't really have the doesn't really fit in with what we're doing here. This is such a pretty set of cards right here. This Tactician Gamble, Reflex Gamble, Backstab, all these pluses, Nightmare. We're pretty close to being able to do some really fun things here. If we just get a little bit of extra energy and one or two more cards, I think this could go really quite well. Make me dance? Yeah, let's go. Oh, one of the mods I'm using shows the extra damage or the stats here for the relics. So Pen Nib has gone off 20 times. Once per combat's pretty really good. Bronze Scales has done 214 damage back, so about 3 damage and change per turn. Heavy Metal Mage, is every seed winnable? So yes and no. There have been people that have really dug and looked really hard to find some, unwinnable seeds. And there is a couple of seeds out there with the Silent in particular where she just dies in Act 1 because you can't get the draws to make it work to get past the fight. It is possible. But most seeds, I'd say a good like 98, 99% of them are winnable. Very rare do you find a seed that is unwinnable. At least is my experience with this game so far. Give you guys another minute or here, see if anybody wants to make a donation for the card reward here. Otherwise, Nightmare is my slam dunk pick, I think. Yeah, Tarkman, if you play well. Yeah, every seed's winnable if you know what you're doing and you play well. This is going okay. This is going okay. I'd really like a couple more upgrades. This Deadly Poison is kind of just in the way now. So is this, a couple of cards here just kind of in the way, but it's fine.
It does seem that way.
Yeah.
Don't even need Darkmoon's $5 to make Nightmare win this time.
Well, if I had Nightmare as a card option, we could take it for sure. Nightmare, could lead to some real hot nonsense. I played a seed not too long ago where I had set up Nightmare Wraith form, and I was able to set up the Wraith form, Nightmare the 0-cost Wraith form, and have 15 turns of intangible against the heart. It was quite fun. I was hoping to get something along those lines today to kind of show it off, but it doesn't look like we're there just yet. But I think Malaise feels like it's going to be the pick for me. Anything that keeps decreasing strength is nice, especially with a bottle Malaise. To have another one for a couple turns later at some point would be really strong.
Yeah, I'd say go ahead.
All right, so we are going to just go ahead and pick this Malaise because that's the pick that makes sense. And boss reward time for relics. Okay. Set of 3 choices here. Pandora's Box. Pick up and transform all strikes and defense. Normally really very good, but we took the event. All our strikes and defense are upgraded. So our defense do 9 block each time. That's really good with the Smooth Stone. Strikes do some fairly decent damage too. So for the first time in a very long time, this is a non-Pandora's Box angle for me. Alternatively, we have the Fusion Hammer. We gain the energy we're looking for at the cost of not being able to smith and upgrade at rest sites. So it makes this Tactician unupgradable, the Deadly Poison, Crippling Cloud, Bouncing Flash, non-upgradable. Kind of a bit of a bummer, but I mean, energy is really going to make a big difference, I think, for us. Alternatively, we have the Calling Bell. Pick up 3 unique curses, 1 common, 1 uncommon, 1 rare. But we get an unremovable curse, the Curse of the Bell, into our deck. So, anybody out in chat there have any ideas of what they maybe want to see? Fusion Hammer or Calling Bell are both quite fine here. Taking the Fusion Hammer also gives us the ability to rest at rest sites. We still do have to recall. We haven't had a lot. We haven't been rest site heavy this act at all, or this run at all. So I don't know how much value I put into actual upgrades. Yeah, Raxy's right. I mean, Fusion Hammer is the safer pick, but the Calling Bell, I mean, it could be anything. It could even be energy. Give you guys another minute to see if you maybe want to make a choice and donate here. I think I'm leaning toward Fusion Hammer, but that Calling Bell is very enticing, wouldn't you say? Looking like it's going to be my choice again. You guys are making this easy. What do you think, Barracks? You thinking Fusion Hammer? Or you thinking Calling Bell here? What would you do?
I haven't played this game, so my choice is always towards the one that is the worst for you. I've just been waiting to hear you go, "Oh, that would be awful."
Well, the Pandora's box. Pandora's box would not be great. Nothing in here yet would be totally awful. Pandora's box is, like I said, usually very quite strong to get rid of all your strikes and defends, but they're all upgraded now, so they're not terrible cards. This deck builder's precision paralysis. What I like about this game so much, Paradoxus, is just the ability to win in different ways and different decisions. There's no correct. There's correct lines, sure, as you get up through the harder ascensions that you have to take, but you can win in a lot of different ways on the lower ascensions and just kind of have your fun and your way through it. So and the game makes you think really hard. Go with the hammer. All right, so it's hammer or Calling Bell. Darkman says go with the energy. Did we do the energy or did we do the unknown and the Calling Bell? Last chance saloon chat. Decision paralysis. Nice. Heavy Metal Mage wants the Calling Bell. Yeah, heck it. Let's do it. Let's pick up this Calling Bell. This is probably a bad idea. Suddenly not such a bad idea. Okay, so Ceramic Fish is fine. Gain 9 gold every time we pick up a card reward. Pretty good. Pair, max health again, always appreciated. And this Tough Bandages, one of my favorite relics that the Silent has. Whenever we discard a card, gain 3 block. Really very strong with the discard and stuff we have going on with these gambles. Boy, do we really, really want some acrobatics now to start getting through this deck. Act 3 boss is Awaken One. Should we make it there, we will talk about what their shtick is. We have to take the Burning Elite, so we're going to have to go this path, which is good. So we can roll through probably this shop, or we're going to have to go through this shop. So we'll make a decision here, what we're going to do, and we'll do this, and then decide if we're going to go this way or not. Let's see. We have 3 rest sites we can get to. We have to do a recall at 1 for the red key. So we are kind of shoehorned into going this direction, so let's do it. Gamble. Disc incomes block. You love to see it. Try to get these guys all down to around a reasonable health level. Fumes will help in this fight. See, this can happen where it's some really... That's some bad draws right there. We will keep neither of those cards, please. Ah, my internet did an internet thing like it does. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, it's a fine fight. Another backflip plus. It is not this card, but could be helpful. It's a pretty good shop here. Okay. This is a really interesting shop. So, this Snecko Skull is really very good. Apply 1 additional poison every turn. So this Noxious Fumes now applies 4 instead of 3. Bouncing Blast would be 4 instead of 3. Crippling Cloud 5 instead of 4. Like, that's very good. Terror is also quite nice. Burst is really good. Can we do math? Can we just afford Snecko, Burst, card remove? Where's my calculator? 155, 77, 100. We're 5 gold short. That's a bummer. All right, well, this Snecko Skull is happening. How much value is a remove versus a burst? I think remove's really good. Removes are always really good in this game. You want to get rid of your starting cards as quickly as possible. Okay, do we take another event or another combat? It's combat. All right, we get ourselves an Orb Walker here. Pendant, putting in work. Leg Sweep plus Infinite Blades, so I'm wondering if we're getting too block heavy here. Although the poison's going to do the work for us. You know, how bad is this? I'm overthinking it. Lose all of our gold for the red mask. No, thank you. That's a lot of damage incoming. Look at Tough Bandages, though, putting in the work. We had 38 damage incoming, and just a little Tough Bandage, little discard. Suddenly, no damage taken. That's pretty really good. Okay, as you can see, Thorn damage doing damage back. Lots of stuff going on here. So much discard because discard's just so much fun. Look at that block. Now we're starting to do the silly. We're so close. We're so very close. There we go. Tactician Plus. So another way to gain energy. Second Tactician with this much discard, arguably better than the first. Sucker Punch is really good too. That's Riddle with Holes, which is like the sixth one we've seen or something. This one's upgraded. Could be really powerful if we set that up with Pen Nib. We do have the ability to do that, but I think we really want more energy. Because more energy is just going to keep this deck churning. All right, and we have to take the Burning Elite here. Hopefully this is not a Reptomancer, but we'll see. All right, Metallicizing Nemesis is not so bad. We can shut him down really well here also with this Malaise. So we're going to do that. And then we will dish out as much damage as we can. Alright, so Nemesis gets the has the ability to make himself intangible every other turn. So we're just going to keep up this weakened and whatnot. We're not able to do any damage here. We got to get some poison in play pretty soon. It's just another Malaise. Just keep shutting him down. Just keep shutting him down. So multi-attacks are now something we're not afraid of. Big hits could be scary. Still at 28. That's not great. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Ow. Let's see the multi-attack. Nothing to worry about here. Let's start stacking that poison. Deck really wants a catalyst now to kind of assist with this poison. So many blade dances. Alright, so we should kill next turn pretty easily. That 19 damage hit was unfortunate, but I mean, it could have been much worse. Definitely a little bit of a bummer, though. But we are through. Get a Centennial puzzle. So anytime we take damage the first time in combat, draw 3 cards. Our Emerald Key and card reward is, there's the Catalyst. Yoink. Oh boy. So, jutting from the chaotic terrain around you, a bony sphere surrounds a mysterious glowing object within. While you are curious what lies inside, you notice some sentries keeping an eye on it. This fight is really scary. These guys scale very quickly. You win this fight, you get a rare relic, card reward, monies, some really good rewards here. Do it. Oh, this could be a run killer, though. All right. Alright, so after image will make this a little bit more palatable. That's actually ideal. You'll turn in 20 if I die. Well, I might, so you might have to get that ready. Alright, maybe not. Played that slightly in a wrong order. Okay. All right, we made it through. We get some gold, a prayer wheel. So normal enemies will now drop an additional card reward. Pretty good, because we're looking for some cards. Speed pot's nice, and our reward is a 3rd copy of Malaise. How many Malaises is too many Malaises? I don't know. It's a sleep angle here, or what needs an upgrade? What's left that needs an upgrade? So Catalyst now needs an upgrade. It wouldn't hurt to upgrade one more of these Malaises. If we get Nightmare, the Catalyst, we can do some silly with the poison. I think this might be a sleep, though. I'm just going to take the health here and move on. Darkstone Periap, so every time we gain a curse, increase our max health by 6. Less useful than the Molten Egg we were offered earlier, but it's fine. It's only too many copies when you draw multiples a turn, but if they're upgraded, then it doesn't matter. Maybe. Okay. So how do we feel about another elite? Giant Head is arguably spooky? Question mark.
Would now be a good time for a donation?
now is a wonderful time for a donation.
Awesome. We got Classic Gamer 76 with a $30 donation, saying this is towards turning off progressive formations in tonight's Final Fantasy Mystic Quest randomizer stream. Can't let the players have it too easy. And for an update on that, I believe that makes 70 out of $80. So just 10 more dollars, and it'll be harder for them.
Wonderful. Alright, this fight might get a little scary now. Alright, fight is less scary now. Okay, that was a bit of a bad turn, but we get ourselves a lizard tail. So should we die, which is entirely possible, we get to come back with half health. Works once. Terror, prepared, and choke. Prepared works with the discard. It really would like it upgraded, which it is not. Terror could be quite useful to helping to get through some of these fights. I don't know if we have the energy for it. We can't really give it an upgrade. I'm gonna skip. This is not the worst thing in the world, though. This extra 3 block every time. I mean, it's 0 cost 3 block. It's kind of similar to a take a prepared. It's arguably better. And then we want more regular combats, and this is a really bad regular combat, actually. That's unfortunate. Okay. So what we have here is Writhing Mass. So Writhing Mass will attack us. They never scale. They change their attack patterns every time we do damage to them. So they can either do damage, or they could decide to curse us, which, I mean, could be worse, I suppose, but again, it's not great at all. So we really want to get some poison in play here as quickly as possible. Okay. Writhing Mass is one of those very, very spooky enemies. And we'll just keep letting the poison do the job for us. We're not going to attack if we do not have to. We don't want them changing their intent. Okay. Cool. And we made it through. That was pretty minimal a worry there, to be honest. That could have been a heck of a lot worse. That's a pretty scary fight. Again, underwhelming cards there. Sneaky Strike is back. Yeah, not what we're really looking for here. Really would like Acrobatics, something with draw and discard, which we're not seeing much of, which is kind of a bummer. Sneaky Strike Plus, though, pretty good at gaining extra energy as well, but I don't think we need it. So we're going to recall here. Have all 3 keys, need all 3 keys to make it into Act 4. And we will take ourselves another elite. It is Repto. And she is not fun. We're just going to shut her down as much as we can. That is not the kind of draws we were hoping for. Oh boy, this is trouble. Looking a little bit better now. Okay. So Repto will either summon daggers or attack every turn, depending on what she feels like doing. She's doing a lot of summoning right now, which is nice. Because we're able to get some damage in on her. Okay. All right. Made it through. Not bad. So a little bit of damage taken there, but that's okay. We get an anchor. Our turn 1s are now better with block on turn 1. And again, still no draw discard. That's a little unfortunate. This is another skip, I think, for me. 3 upgraded cards. Outmaneuver could be interesting, but we don't really have the draw to kind of really make that work. We already have Noxious Fumes, and Maximal Stab looks nice. 0 cost, deals 16, but every time we get hurt, it deals additional energy. This card can add up quite quickly in the heart fight. So that's a pass. And we will take our final combat. It is the Spire Growth. So Spire Growth can either curse us or do a entangle right here to deal a negative effect, which would be a grippy kind of do damage to us every turn thing. Right here. So now constricted, 10 damage is done to us every turn right away, whether we want it or not. So we're going to take a little damage this fight. Yeah, classic gamer. You really got to watch your card order here when playing cards. I mean, it can make a whole lot of difference. All right. Dexterity pot is nice. Piercing Wheel is actually pretty good. Second Nightmare. Wow. Piercing Wheel is good. We'll take that. If we're lucky, I can set up a trick here against the Awakened one and maybe get lucky. I don't think we have room in this deck for a second Nightmare. I mean, maybe we do, but we certainly don't have the energy to make that work without correct draws. All right. And because we recalled at the penultimate fire, we're going to sleep here because Awakened one can be quite nasty. And here we go. Okay, so the Awakened one gains energy or gains strength every time we play a power card, of which we have a couple here in the deck, specifically the Noxious Fumes, the Well-Laid Plans. Wow, is that really it? Just have 2 powers? Yeah. Okay, so you know what? That's not so bad. Sometimes this fight can get really out of hand if you play a lot of powers against this bird who decides to just increase their strength exponentially. But this is not bad at all. So you want to kill your 2 cultists here as fast as you can because they can stack up and add damage pretty quickly. Let's see if we can shut her down a little bit. Okay. Okay, we'll take 2 here because I don't want to draw into that Well-Laid Plans. I need to get that down. I'm wondering if I want to just Nightmare this Calculated Gamble and just get some just real nonsense discard going on. That might be our best way to block. Let's have some fun. And Well-Laid Plan's very low on the underneath the deck there, which is certainly not ideal. Can we kill him next turn? Oof, I don't know. It's dicey. Okay. Okay, there we go. Keep shutting him down. Okay, so we got a pretty good plan here now to get this going. We're going to work on just discard, discard, discard as much as we can. Keep stacking up the poison is the idea. Attack where we can, pen nib when applicable, and just really try to get this Awakened one as deep as we can get her. Alternatively, we could have Nightmare the Catalyst to give us some quite a bit more in the way of poison stacking, but I think this was the right decision because we're really going to want to just keep cycling through the deck as quickly as possible when it comes to this boss. Once we hit phase 2, they can do quite a lot of damage very quickly. Just make your own energy. All right, we can comfortably get that fumes down. Beautiful. We'll hang on to this piercing whale, because we'll try to reset the Awakened One's strength come next phase. Okay. We're going to hang on to this catalyst as well. Some very underwhelming turns here, but it's okay. Okay, there we go. Do we take 10 here? I'm going to take 10 here to make sure we can hit her next turn. Okay, so now Awaken One will rebuff, gain her health back, and start attacking for quite a lot of damage. So we got to start stacking the poison back on again. Unironically, that Envenom we saw very long ago would be certainly doing some help right now. I'd shut her down with some more strength. Alright, drawing a void here is not great, but it's okay. Oh, I should not have done that, but it's fine. Okay. Second void. So voids will reduce our energy by 1 this turn. So instead of having 2 energy to play, I have, or 3 energy to play, I have 2. And I cycled 1 back into the deck. That was a mistake on my part. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. All those gambas. stay weak forever. All right, Catalyst is good. All right, that is the GG's. All right, two thumb. The deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire? The source of all this evil? 1277, not a bad score for Ascension 10. Keys kick in, we go through the door into Act 4. We can sleep here, or we can upgrade a card. I think it's upgrade the Catalyst time. That's going to be... I mean, arguably we could upgrade the Malaise as well, but this Catalyst, this is going to be how we get through that heart fight. We're just going to try to stack poison as quickly as we can on her. Choices here. Clockwork Souvenir is here. Terror is back. Potions are here. Can we buy 270? So we can buy Clockwork Souvenir, card remove, energy pot. That's pretty good. Clockwork Souvenir will help block vulnerable against the heart. Very strong. Vulnerable can lead to our blocks not doing block things. Less worrisome-ish with the tough bandages being able to give us 3 block, which is not affected. I mean, you can see, look how much block we've gained just from these tough bandages. 57 per combat. And we got that just through 1 act. That's really good. I love tough bandages. It's very fun. And energy potion versus strength pot. I think it's got to be energy potion. All right. So moving on to the first and only elite of Act 4, Spire Shield, Spire Spear. These guys could hard stop us really quick. But let's see what happens. So 33 incoming damage turn 1. Not great. Do we power potion here? Okay. Again, do we just nightmare the gamble and just do nightmare gamble things? Sounds pretty good to me. These guys can scale very fast too, so we need to do damage very quickly. This is an energy pot turn for me. Okay. Yeah, Rodron, these guys are really rough. They can do a lot of damage very quickly. Okay, we got to kill this spear quickly, and shield is about to really hit hard too. Yeah, 60 damage incoming. All right, we get our full block in. Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, that was a pretty good fight. That could have been a lot worse than it could have gone. That went very well. And took about 6 damage there. Okay. All right, we are through. We get ourselves an Art of War. If we play no attacks, gain an extra energy. So maybe that was the energy we were looking for all along. And our final card reward. Nightmare is back. Escape Plan is here. Dagger Spray is here. Again, Dagger Spray, very underwhelming. Nightmare could be fun. We can Nightmare the Nightmare to make copies of Nightmare. We did not find any Wraith forms, which is unfortunate. Could have really, hopefully, used one of those against the Heart here. But then again, maybe there's a Wraith form in the bottle there. We do have a Power Potion waiting to go. This Nightmare is enticing. I didn't take one earlier, but I feel like if we're going to... Maybe that can help us here. But that Escape Plan is better. It's generally broadly useful. So... Last card reward here, if anybody wants to throw a vote in for what we're going to do. Give you guys a minute because we got to move this along. We've made it to Hearts, so overall I'd say this is a pretty successful climb. I hope you guys have fun hanging out with me. I enjoy playing. A lot of really fun relics here to show off. Sir Linkalot says Nightmare. What are you doing here? Go away! I'm still scared of you from SGO last year. Not really. How you doing, Sir Linkalot? Good to see you, my friend.
Well, I'm throwing something in. So,
oh boy. I've been waiting for this.
yeah, I'll just, out of these options here, these are fire hydrants. Let me click on them really quick.
You're here because you can be. It's good to see you, Sir Linkalot. Hope you're doing well. Nightmare the Nightmare into a Nightmare. I mean, we could Nightmare the Nightmare and then Nightmare the Nightmare again and again and again and make more and more copies of Nightmare. The Nightmare can make a bunch of catalysts, but the one Nightmare we have will do that job. It'll make more catalysts for us, but we only need one. Technically.
You see that, but in fact, Barrick's the $3.35 donation for Dagger Spray.
Oh my god, why are you giving me the bad card?
And while we're at Anonymous with a $10 donation with no comment, thank you, Anonymous.
Thank you for the donations. So it looks like it's Dagger Spray, which is the generally not useful card.
That sounds like what it is.
All right, Dagger Spray it is. I would have much preferred Escape Plan, but here we go. All right, so Corrupt Heart, let's go. What can we do here? Drawing Nightmare Malaise on turn 1. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what's in the Power Potion. Tools of the Trade and Noxious Fumes. So... we could... Nightmare this Noxious Fumes, make 0 cost copies of Noxious Fumes, and just try to stack the poison as quickly as possible. because even these unupgraded fumes will be doing 3 per turn because of the Snecko Skull. So that's 9 poison per turn with the one we have turn 1 here. Again, Infinite Blades, underwhelming. Tools of the Trade is fine, but we're not doing... I mean, Tools of Trade arguably really good too, because it can... Oh wait, maybe this won't be free next turn because it's off the potion. I don't remember how that works. Just because it's 0 cost off a potion might not mean it's 0 cost the following turn because it's not set up with a card. But this might be just generally better useful. The Tools of Trade with the discard is really nice turn. With the 3 block per discard. Tough choices. Let's go with the outside the box thought. Yeah, they're not 0 cost. Okay, it's fine. There's the well-laid plans and the catalyst. Bronze Scale's going to do a little bit of work for us here as well, for sure. Two cards to discard is nice. So 9 free block is pretty good. There's that dagger spray you really wanted to give me.
Yep. Anything to keep Nightmare out of your hands.
You're fair enough. Okay. It's a big hit incoming that we're going to have to take here. Okay. Bye-bye, dagger spray. Whew. That's a lot of damage coming in. Alright. It's catalyst time. Alright, question is, can we kill the heart in 2 more turns? Gonna be interesting. I think we might look really okay here. All right. Friends, get your GGs out in chat. This was Slay the Spire, Ascension 10 run, Pseudo, Slay the Streamer. You guys tried. That dagger spray at the end was brutal, but I do appreciate it. Full block. We're going to hang on to this 5 energy and take it around the corner. And with that, the tools of the trade turn 1 turned out to be quite useful. That extra 9 block every turn was a lot of fun.
I want to point out, you're like, okay, we're going to take that energy around the corner, and with that, and I think you were going to say we defeated the boss, and then your internet cut out.
Yeah.
That was very well timed.
It was perfectly timed.
Yeah, one time, baby. That's how we do.
So good, so good. All right, well, GG's there, sir.
Thank you.
So, anything you want to mention before we move off to the next setup?
No, that was a lot of fun. I want to thank you guys for letting me get on here and do this.
Yeah.
You know, thank you to the, FFR for hosting. Thank you to the Liam Foundation for being amazing, and Brex for doing the hosting duties here. You for the restream, chat for joining in and having fun. That was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks, guys. Yeah, my hamster internet. Thanks, guys. Saracen.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah, but thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna switch off then and move on over to our next stream that we have going on. We're looking at now some Final Fantasy Randomizer that we're going to be doing. The Luthenian Ladder is going to be coming in here in just a second. So we're going to switch. We're going to do a little bit of setup right now. Then we're going to get ready for the Luthenian Ladder, and then we will be back with more Final Fantasy Randomizer Rando Marathon in just a couple. Stay tuned.